huge drug epidemic that we don't want to talk about or discuss, especially when it comes to, shutting down the border and stuff like that, because, well, politics play a key in just about every decision our politicians make. They don't want to just be honest. They don't want to have a serious conversation about things like drug overdoses or what's called homeless, when it's just much of homelessness is just open air drug use. They don't want to have that conversation. So instead, stuff like this is going to continue to happen.
Recovering from overdoses on fentanyl-laced cocaine. 2 cadets are on ventilators, clinging to life. It all happened while they were on spring break in Florida. Here is Ted Scouten of our CBS Miami station, WFOR.
It was a terrifying scene as dozens of paramedics arrived at this Florida vacation home and found 4 spring breakers passed out in apparent overdoses from cocaine laced with fentanyl. 2 others were overcome when they tried to help.
4 of those individuals had taken a substance that was believed to be cocaine laced with fentanyl. When they went down into cardiac arrest, 2 of their friends began doing CPR, and they were exposed from the direct contact of the fentanyl.
The overdose victims were West Point cadets who were all rushed to area hospitals. 3 remain hospitalized. Today in a statement, West Point says the U.S. Military Academy is aware of the situation and the incident is currently under investigation. Neighbor Elizabeth Fumosa watched in horror as first responders.
Once again, people are more concerned about these kids doing drugs as opposed to where they got their drugs from, how they came here, and stuff like that. We'll go out and we'll prosecute these kids and put it under investigation, but we won't go after the actual people that are supplying to these kids as harsh as people that are actually doing drugs. I get so tired of this conversation because no one wants to have a serious conversation about what to do with people like this.
Used Narcan to revive the victims.
I was really scared. I thought they were, they weren't breathing. I couldn't see their chest moving, but it was really serious.
Authorities in Fort Lauderdale say that they are concerned with spring break underway now, that there could be more overdose cases here. Meanwhile, Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue says that just within the last 24 hours, they've responded to 10 opioid overdose calls, many suspected of being fentanyl. Major?
WFOR's Ted Scouten.
It doesn't take much fentanyl for you to completely collapse. So, but again, when are we going to have a serious conversation about drugs instead of just doing the same thing we've been doing where we're locking up nonviolent drug offenders in our prisons? When are we going to do it? Republicans, Democrats, you guys pretend like you're for the small people, both of you, but you guys don't care about the drug epidemic. We'll just keep the wheel turning.